live from Glastonbury. The weather looks all right. You're not going to need your welly boots this year.
Well, Ben, I know the people at home who don't have tickets, many of them want nothing more than for it to pour down on us who are here so they can see those shots of the mayhem in the mud. I was here in 2005, the year someone canoed in front of the main stage. Well, today the gates opened at 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, the heavens had opened. Glastonbury 2023 had its first major downpour. But since then, the sun's come out again. To describe the weather, it's one of those days where you're going to see a lot of people sweating in cagoules. On the music front, there has been a revelation in that they've revealed one of the surprise acts. Playing the park stage will be Chrissie Hynde and the Pretenders. That was not known until overnight. And today is the summer solstice, and the way that Glastonbury is celebrating it this year is with a recreation of Stonehenge made of cars. And of course, it is called Carhenge.
Of course it is. Colin, enjoy. We're not jealous at all. Now, let's look at the weather for Glastonbury and all the rest of us. Louise Lee is here. Any canoeing necessary at Glastonbury this year, do you think?
Oh, it's Glastonbury. You want some rain, don't you? No, it's going to be pretty good, actually, Ben. In fact, if you were buying your tickets a year ago, you probably wouldn't have dreamed of this forecast. Yes, there's been some showers this morning, just as we were hearing, and some of them could be heavy and thundery through this afternoon. They're kind of drifting in a line towards the Glastonbury area, aren't they? But the forecast bodes well for the weekend. In actual fact, take a look at this. Lots of dry, settled, sunny weather, increasing humidity potentially on Sunday. Might trigger off a few showers, but 25 degrees, that's 77 Fahrenheit. Very nice indeed, potentially. For most of us, we've got those showers then across the southwest and into Wales. And we've also got some showers across northeast Scotland. These showers could be heavy with hail and thunder, but there's also a lot of dry, settled, sunny weather. Northern Ireland, Northern England, down into the southeast, pleasantly warm out there with temperatures peaking at 25 degrees, that's 77 Fahrenheit. It's Wednesday the 21st. It is summer solstice. It's when there seems to be endless daylight hours, doesn't it? And take a look at this. In actual fact, many of us seeing sunrise before 5 a.m. this morning, and the sun doesn't set roughly about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So many of us will have 17 hours of daylight. Can you believe it? Enjoy it if you can.
Good afternoon. By midday, temperatures were already at 24 Celsius. It's been a warm one out there to start the day. And of course, it's a summer solstice, and some of you were up early capturing the sunrise at around 4:45 this morning. The longest day then in terms of daylight hours of the year.
Now, if you didn't know, today is the longest day of the year, and it's being marked in different ways across the capital, including on the London Eye. At sunrise this morning, people could be seen practising yoga inside the pods of the iconic central London landmark this summer solstice. Sunset will be at 9:21 this evening, giving us nearly 17 hours of glorious daylight.
I've got some gorgeous animal photos. I saw these earlier and I thought we've got to enjoy them. Look, those are baby squirrels.
Where are they? Red squirrels as well?
They're gorgeous. I think
they just
maybe it's the
sunbathed.
light. They're great. And then aren't they just adorable? Look at this bunny. Oh, he's so chilled in the sun, isn't he? And finally, a love story. Look at this. Mother and baby woodpecker. I'm sorry, was that too much?
No.
I feel better already. Right.
I love it. I love it all.
Here's the weather. Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. We've got some nice sunny spells around again tomorrow. Isolated showers, but few and far between. And as we go through the week, it is getting warmer and more humid once again. No let up on the pollen, I'm afraid. We've got grass pollen, dock and nettle, the main contributors. And of course, those levels are very high as we go through the next few days with the fine weather. That's your forecast for now.
Now, this was the scene at Stonehenge this morning, where thousands gathered to welcome the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And today also marked the start of the UK's biggest music festival, Glastonbury, with fans making their way to the Worthy Farm site. It is the second successive year Glastonbury has run since it was cancelled during the pandemic. Well, let's have a look at the weather, because they're going to have plenty of sunshine this weekend, Ben Rich, aren't they?
They are indeed, Sophie. Hopefully not too many wellies required required at Glastonbury this weekend. Some sunny days on the way. Temperatures actually climbing a little bit into the weekend, up to around 25, 26 degrees. We do have the chance for some rain, particularly as we get on into Sunday. But as Sophie was saying, there it is, the summer solstice. This was the sunrise at Lowestoft this morning at 4:30. At Lerwick, the sunrise this morning was at 3:38, and the sun does not set, although the sun just set on me there for a moment. The sun does not set until 22:34 in Lerwick tonight. With the extra cloud, the outbreaks of rain, temperatures maybe not quite as high, but still 17 to 25 degrees. But as we start the weekend, we could see highs of 28 or 29 degrees in the south. At some point, though, through the weekend, particularly on Sunday, we'll see some heavy thundery rain pushing its way eastwards.
And of course it's the summer solstice, so what does that mean, around 17 hours of daylight today?
Ooh, in some parts of the UK, I actually can't do the calculation for London today, so let's just move on with the weather, shall we? But yes, as you say, Riz, you're right. It is the longest day of the year, the summer solstice. The sun set tonight around about 9:20 across the capital, so you've got a little bit more daylight to enjoy and some dry weather to enjoy it. Temperatures, though, on Saturday up to around 28 or 29 degrees. Bit of uncertainty about the timing on this, but there is the chance that we could see some rain swinging in from the west on Sunday. Riz.
Now, it is the longest day of the year, of course, with the summer solstice having been marked at locations right across the UK. Tens of thousands of people got up before the crack of dawn to watch sunrise. And once again, Stonehenge was a focal point of celebrations. Well, Alex is in nearby Salisbury tonight. Looking lovely there, Alex.
Oh, Mary, it is a lovely evening here. I am at the Stonehenge Solstice Festival, which is in its last evening. And it's quite quiet and chilled here at the moment. That's because most people are in their tents after a very long night last night up at Stonehenge, and obviously a very long day today, with it being the longest day of the year, to celebrate the summer solstice. So what is the summer solstice? Well, as I say, it is the longest day of the year, and it's also the start of astronomical summer. And the solstice happened at 3:57 this afternoon, and that is when the northern hemisphere was most tilted towards the sun. After today and over the coming weeks, the days become a little bit shorter and the nights start to become longer. But let's not worry about that for now. Let's take a look back at the scenes up at Stonehenge first thing this morning. Well, sunrise was at 4:52 a.m. Beautiful sunrise as well, not too many clouds around, and there are around 8,000 people up there, a real mix of druids, pagans, locals and also tourists. The sun is going to set here at 9:24, and as you can imagine, as you go further up the country, it gets later and later. In fact, Lerwick is going to be at 10:35 this evening. It looks like the weather is going to be staying on the warm side. It certainly has got the memo for the start of astronomical summer. Take a look at these daytime maxes that we're expecting as we head through the next few days. So it creeps up by a degree or so each day. By the time we get to Sunday, we should be at around 32 degrees Celsius. Well, as we head through the rest of this week, there is going to be a bit of a northwest-southeast split developing. Northwestern parts are prone to some outbreaks of rain, but still staying relatively on the warm side here. But the hotter weather will be across the south and southeast as we head through the next few days, with those temperatures rising, as I say, into the low 30s. And if you are heading to Glastonbury Festival, the music starts tomorrow, as we know. It is going to be quite warm and hot and humid as we head through the next few days. Still take your wellies. There could be a few thundery downpours here and there. So that's the way it's looking as we head through the next few days. As I always say, make sure you do slap on that sun cream. UV levels remain high, pollen high as well, if you're going to be out and about for short or even long periods of time. Back to you, Mary.